We're in section 2-4, and we're going to solve differential equations by numeric methods. So if we think of, I've got something that's dy dx is equal to some function. All that this is this is the slope of the function. And if I have the function, and at some point I have the slope, then if I pick an interval, call it h, and try to figure out where I'm going to be following that slope down the function, I'm going to be able to approximate the function. So that's the whole point of the exercise. In this particular section, we're using Euler's method. And it's on page 106. And it says that if I have a function, some slope, some differential equation, and I have some function of x and y is equal to that, and I know a starting point, then I can use this method, and I can say that given some step h, I can find yn plus 1, the next spot. And yn plus 1 is going to equal yn, my initial condition, or wherever I am, plus whatever the step is, times the function at x and yn. Okay, and we're going to do this using spreadsheets. So if I go and I look at problem number 2, I find that y prime is equal to 2y. My initial condition is 1/2. I know the answer to this equation from chapter 1, so I know the exact answer that I'm looking for, and I'm going to compare that against my approximation. I want to do it twice, once for a step of 0.5, once for a step of 0.1, and I want to do it on the interval 0 to 1/2. So I'm just doing it that amount. Okay, and I look at that and I say, well, so what does that mean? Well, that means that f of xy is equal to 2y, is what that's telling us. Is equal to 2y, and that's what we're going to use. Okay, so I'm going to go to a spreadsheet, and so I'm going to start at some point x, which is going to be 0, and I'm going to have some initial condition, which is going to be 1/2, and the function is 2. The function is 2x. So it's going to be equal to, where's my equal to? Equal to 2 times 2 times y, which would be C4. 2 times y. And then my next spot I'm going to is n plus 1, y of n plus 1, and that's going to equal to h, which is 0.25, times the function at x n y n, which is going to be d4. And I forgot to put an equation sign in front of that, so that's pretty silly. Okay, and then I've got an exact answer at that point, which is going to be, which I'm going to compare against. So I'm going to say that's going to be 0.5 times exp, and exp 2 times x, which is b4. Okay. And then we're going to go to the next step, which is going to be, this guy's going to be b4 plus a5, and this guy is going to be e4, and that's supposed to be a e4. And then I can go and copy and paste these guys in. And then I can copy and paste these guys in the next line. And I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? It's C4 plus. Much better. Copy, paste. Okay. So now we're going to do it one more time with using, we're not all that close. I mean, those two numbers are a little bit away. Going to do it again. This time we're going to do it with an h of 0.1. So we'll copy everything, and we'll put in a 0.1. And we want to go out to a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go to a half. And this guy should be, I'm going to come back up here, and instead of calling it 0.25, I'm going to call it A4. And that way, copy, paste. That way when I get down here, I'm not calling it A25, I'm calling it A9. Okay. And then we can copy that row into here, and then copy this row the rest of the way down. And we can do the same thing over here. And copy, paste. So now you can see that we're closer to our answer. We got a 0.168 there, and we have a 0.149 here. So we're getting closer to the right answer, cutting down our h's, and we can continue doing that and cutting it down more. But we're not going to. We're going to proceed with problem number 2. And number 4. We're going to proceed to problem number 4. 2-4 problem 4. And we'll bring with us all of this stuff and change it as we need it. Okay, so it's going to go boom. Hit the wrong button. That'll teach me. Copy. Paste. Okay, so what does problem number 4 have? Y prime is equal to x minus y. Y0 is 1. And the answer, 2e to the minus x plus x minus 1. Okay. So we're going to go in and wipe those guys out. Maybe not. Okay, so y of 0 is going to be 1. So that guy changes to a 1. The function is x minus y. So the function is x minus y. X is b4 minus y, which is c4. Okay, and this guy is going to stay the same because it's just the same. And over here we want two times exponential minus b19. B19 plus B19 minus 1. Okay, that looks good. That doesn't look good because we want B19 C19. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, now this should be so those guys are right. That's right. That's right. Okay, so everything is now correct. And now we're going to do the same thing for the 0.1. So we'll get rid of that guy. Okay, this guy is not that. This guy is B24 minus C24. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Do a copy and paste there. Okay, now this one here we want yeah, that's what we want. And well, it looks like we're done. Looks like we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like we're getting further away from the answer instead of getting closer to the answer. So that implies that I'm doing something wrong. So now I'm going to have to go back and see what that is. And the problem is we haven't gone and copied and pasted these guys down here. And these guys should be those guys. Okay, looks nice, but there's something wrong. Let's see, this is, oh, that's what's wrong. All right, copy. And paste. Okay. So, x minus y, x minus y, x minus y, x minus y. These guys are all x minus y's. And the next spot, C19 plus A19, right? Blah, 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 blah. Yep. And we're getting closer to the right answer. So that's all that matters. Okay. Now we're going to move on to problem number 6. And for problem number 6, we'll again copy and paste everything and only change what we have to change. So we're going to do problem 6. In problem 6, y prime is equal to minus 2xy. y0 is 2. Okay, so y0 is 2. And this is going to be minus 2x, which is b34, times b34 times y, which is c34. Okay, looks good. 2 goes there. Copy and paste these guys there. And that should be done except for our exact answer. What is our exact answer for number 6? Y is equal to 2e to the minus x squared. Okay, so this is going to be 2 times exponent to the minus x, well, what's x? Minus x, which is b34 squared. Okay. And we're going to copy and paste that guy there. And he's going up and he's going down. So what in the world? y0 is 2, 6. Y prime is minus 2xy. Minus 2xy. Minus 2xy. Minus 2xy. Well, I don't see anything wrong. Y plus h times the function. Okay, yeah, looking good. All right, moving down, correcting this guy. And I want minus 2 times, doesn't look like a times to me, times x times y. Copy, paste. And here we want that function, copy, paste. Very interesting. 2 exponent e to the minus x squared minus 2xy minus 2xy minus 2xy minus 2xy all right, well, it is what it is. We're going to do problem number 8. So we'll copy everything again and move down and claim that we're doing problem number 8. Okay, and problem number 8. Y prime is equal to e to the minus y. Y at 0 is 0. And y of x is going to be natural log x plus 1. Okay, so y at 0 is 0. And the function we want is exponent minus y, which is going to be C48. And 1/4, 1/4, that looks good. Copy, paste. And the exact answer is supposed to be natural log x plus 1. Okay, so natural log x, which is B48 plus 1. And we'll go and copy, paste this guy down. Okay, looking good. And now we're going to do the same thing for the different h of 1/10. So that's a 0. This guy is him, copy, paste. This guy should be the same. Okay, so we're going to copy, paste this guy into there. And then we're going to copy him and paste him into here. And this guy is working out much better. So I can see that that's going to be that way. Okay, well, that is how we solve these problems using numerical methods. And now we only have 2 more sections to do solving them. What I'll do, I'm going to pause the video and make sure I haven't made a mistake in the first few guys. Okay, I've resumed the video because I have a mistake in problem number 6. And the initial condition says that y at 0 is 2, and I have a 1 there. So I'm going to put a 2 there, and that helps that problem out a lot. I'm going to pause the video again and see if I can find a mistake in the other ones. Now I found a mistake in problem number 2. I forgot to copy and paste the exact answer into the exact answer spot, so that's a pretty silly thing to not have done. Okay, so that helps out that problem a lot. I'm going to pause the video again and see if I can find a mistake in problem number 2. Okay, I'm back again. I can't see a problem in problem number 2, so it looks like we've corrected our problems, the mistakes we made that we did in each of those guys. The spreadsheet is there on the website along with this video. So hope that helps. And this was the easiest one. The next one is, in fact, all 3 sections of the numeric ones, we solve the same problems over and over again. It's just we use a slightly different method. Okay, with that, we're done.